Hi everyone, I'm Simon, also known as Simon, and this is the closeout report for our cPoker Hydra case study, a project funded under the Cardano Use Cases and Concepts Challenge in Fund 14 of Project Catalyst. Our goal was to explore how Hydra can power real-time, multi-user, decentralized applications on Cardano. And for this, we developed open source, proofs of concept, and a detailed feasibility study. The funded proposal had two main technical objectives. First, to show that application-level communication can be achieved through Hydra transactions. And second, to test whether group cryptography protocols can also be implemented through Hydra's message system. Once the project went live, we progressed through 4 milestones. So let me guide you through them real quick. Milestone 1 was about app communication using transactions. We built a proof of concept showing that Hydra transaction metadata can act as a fast, reliable communication layer between multiple participants. Milestone 2 meant we would do a cryptographic protocol implementation. We implemented a threshold-style cryptography workflow where participants agree on shared material, send encrypted messages, and then perform decryptions until the message is reconstructed. In milestone 3, we did a feasibility study overview. So we analyzed how these two systems integrate, what works today, and what challenges remain. And then in milestone 4, the final release, meaning we published all source code, documentation, and created 3 further articles for the community. And of course, the closeout video, which I'm creating right now. So let's go over the results real quick. We have developed and open sourced code and documentation for setting up Hydra nodes, created scripts to automate testing and communication. We also demonstrated both real-time messaging and encrypted workflow, group workflows. Of course, all artifacts are publicly available in the GitHub repository on the Cardano After Dark, in the Hydra POC repository. Also thanks to Jake, who did led this project. And if you go to the docs and blog, you will end up here, and you can see the MS1, MS2, and MS3 documents, which are pretty in-depth. And if you're technical, highly recommend you read this. And then also there is our blog. The 3 articles I mentioned earlier, they are maybe more towards a general audience, so you can still understand what's happening here. Right. So what are the challenges and learnings? We stayed within our original project scope, but we did encounter technical challenges along the way. Managing state synchronization between nodes, message payload limits, and tooling complexity required iterative testing. We documented these lessons in our feasibility studies and the resources that I just showed, so other Hydra developers can avoid similar issues. And the biggest takeaway is that Hydra supports near instant multi-user coordination, provided messages are well structured, and state transitions are carefully managed. If you want to see a demonstration of Hydra nodes exchanging application messages in real time through metadata transactions, and participants using our group cryptography module, which you can also find in our GitHub, please check out our YouTube channel for the previous milestone videos. Patrick explains everything here in the Hydra POC M1 and M2, and I'm sure you appreciate his Italian accent as much as I do. So what are the next steps? Well, first, I want to say we are rebranding from cPoker to cKpoker, so don't be confused if everything is going to be cKpoker, still us. But that's just as a side note. Now that this study is complete, our next step is to build a fully playable MVP for cKpoker using Hydra, together with our open source messaging layer thread. Also keep a lookout for that. Doing that will make cKpoker the first poker protocol where players don't have to trust a third party to play a provably fair game. We also plan to collaborate further with the Hydra and Cardano Foundation teams, share results at community events, and continue producing educational resources that make Hydra adoption easier. Closing. All of this work was made possible through the support from Project Catalyst and the Cardano community. You can find the full code, documentation, and articles linked below this video. If you go to the Cardano Summit, also please find us, and we will have a little surprise for you. Thank you so much for funding this research. We really hope it helps other builders create the next generation of real-world decentralized applications on Cardano. And with that, see you in the next video. Thank you.